Welcome to the Make Movies Great Again podcast, the only show in the universe with the sole mission of destroying cynicism at the box office. Here are your hosts, Matt, Adam, and Sean.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Make Movies Great Again podcast, except this isn't the Make Movies Great Again podcast. It's the Make Movies Great Again Movie Club podcast, and we're here with Kubo and the Two Strings. Let's start. We didn't do this last week, but let's start.
This is our first separate movie club podcast, right?
No, we did the Discovery.
Oh, you did it last week.
Right?
You did it separate. So
and
my first one.
This is your
my
first one. Yeah. So let's do.
Discovery was within the episode.
Yeah, we did it with you. Right.
Okay.
All right, Sean. Ready? Let's do our traditional thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs medium. Sean.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Yeah.
Adam.
Thumbs up.
And I'm giving it a thumbs up.
It's a good movie.
It's a really good movie. It was really awesome.
I loved it.
It wasn't expected. It was like I was expecting like sort of a kids movie, but I don't like that. It wasn't really a kids movie. There was a lot of
definitely not.
That's what I liked about it. Yeah. I mean, it was like from the get-go, the kid's missing an eye.
Yeah.
Almost died in the ocean.
His grandfather ripped it from him.
Yeah. Family's not there for him. It's like no kid themes. But it's done in such a way that, I mean, the kid's obviously the protagonist is a kid or whatnot. But oh man, I thought it was so. I have to watch it again because I got lost in like how'd they do that?
How beautiful it was.
Yeah.
You have to see some of the behind the scenes videos.
I have.
They're
started
amazing.
Watching like there's like a 20-minute YouTube video, no sound.
Is that not amazing?
Just them doing it. It's the costumes. It's like, they made 63,000 different faces.
Crazy.
And they developed new technology for they're the only ones in the world that can do like super like as highly detailed plastic 3D printing because they worked with a company and like developed
it's
that.
Bananas. It's got to be so hard to make a movie like this, and how beautiful it was.
Oh man,
everything. I mean, down to the last detail of like the paper that he uses to fold his origami, like all of them had different textures.
Yeah.
You could see how the different textures. You could tell how they felt in your hand by looking at them.
Man.
It's a stop motion movie. It's crazy.
It's unbelievable.
This is not Nightmare Before Christmas.
No, it's not.
And that's amazing.
No, it is. It's amazing.
It was so good.
I found myself looking around in the backgrounds at times just to see like all the detail, and exactly like you said, Matt, you would not know that this movie isn't CGI. Like if somebody didn't tell you.
Yeah, it's like so. It's almost like they used CGI and like wanted to make it look stop motion.
I think they did the opposite in this movie. What normally CGI is used for. I think they used the CGI for the easy stuff, and the hard stuff is all stop motion.
Well, yeah, like far off background stuff that's CGI. The smoke, I think, because I don't know how you do smoke, but I could be wrong about that. I just didn't see it, but it's just. I think you're right. It's like just.
It's stunning. So it's not your typical hero's journey.
You don't think so?
It is the base of it. The meat of it is it's a hero's journey.
Yeah.
But it's darker than what a hero's journey normally is, especially for it being starring a kid.
For a kid, as a protagonist,
It had the cool like samurai, Asian influences. And that whole thing. And
that's one thing I found interesting is like who wrote this? Like was it an original story? And from what I can tell, it is.
Yeah.
And this is me generalizing, but the people who wrote it are not of Asian descent.
So a lot of research went into this movie.
A lot of research, and I thought it was just really cool. I mean, there's this, just next time I always look for movies that I can throw back in the faces of people who say there's no originality in Hollywood. I always look for movies like that. It's like, yes, there is. You're only watching the blockbuster trailers and you freak out about it.
But you'll get the people that say this is just another cookie cutter story.
Whatever.
Which
there's no more
totally
originality.
ridiculous.
With that, there's no originality everywhere. Oh, somebody spoke this word before.
Exactly.
Because we're all using. It's like it's ridiculous.
I was genuinely creeped out when the sisters would show up. They were terrifying.
Oh my gosh, it was so scary.
So scary, man.
Was it Mara Rooney?
Yeah, Mara Rooney did both the...
Yeah, that's awesome. And she, her lips weren't moving, and then come to find out it's like a mask of some kind.
Yeah.
And behind it. It's so cool.
It was really cool. I thought it was really cool how the obviously there was a supernatural. I guess supernatural the right word to this movie.
Yeah, sure. So that's another thing I like to, but I'll get back to
the
it.
supernatural, like to the guitar.
Yeah.
Whatever that actual instrument is called, because it's I don't know. It's a 3-stringed. I think
Shalison.
So whatever, and he plays it with like that big guitar pick, which is actually accurate because I've seen this instrument before. I always forget the name. I don't know the name of it, but I like the supernatural aspect to it. How it was like he's this amazing kid who tells stories in the village, and he can make all these little paper crafts come to life, but no one seems really like in awe by it. It's just part of this. I don't know how really to.
Well, they didn't feel the need to explain the universe.
They didn't. This is what it is.
We just assumed, okay, yeah, there are gods.
Yeah.
And there's this magic, and I mean, this kid obviously walks down from his home every day and like whips origami around with a guitar, and it's like,
and that's just what happens.
And we're forced to accept it as watching it. I mean, we're just like, all right, this is the way the universe works.
Didn't have to hold your hand with it, which is awesome.
They weren't explaining things to you.
Yep.
Like,
it goes one way and it owns it throughout the whole movie.
Yeah.
Yep. It was cool. It had a little bit of I don't know. It just had. I just loved the. It like had a really like. It like I would smile a lot, or like my face would hurt from smiling. Yeah. It had like a really like. It had a lot of levity to it, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Well, yeah.
For it being dark.
For the family, sort of the theme. Family element being so broken up with the mother. The mother dying, the father being dead. There were definitely a lot of happy, smiling moments and a lot of good feelings. Even though, if you think about it, even though he ends up alone at the end of the movie, at least he did spend some time with his family.
And he was like, even when he's on the boat, saying he was just happy to be spending a meal between two people.
Yeah.
Never mind who
they were, and they ended up being his parents.
Did you guys pick out at all that the mother was the monkey and the father was Beetle?
I kind of thought.
The horns of the beetle kind of like it kept making me think like, oh, it would be funny if the beetle was actually Hanzo.
Yeah.
And that made sense to me. But the monkey, I didn't really get. Was the monkey voice the same as the mother's voice?
No.
Two different people?
Oh, it wasn't?
I don't think Charlize Theron was the mom, was she?
I don't know.
I thought when I started watching it, I looked at IMDb and I saw, the boy, Matthew McConaughey, and Charlize in three voices. And then when the mother first started talking, I assumed that was Charlize Theron. But then the monkey, I knew right away that the monkey was Charlize Theron.
Yeah, totally.
So yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe it wasn't.
I don't think it was.
But I don't know. It didn't surprise. It didn't super surprise me. But I kind of liked that. I kind of liked that aspect of it. And then like the serendipity of them finding Beetle, who is Hanzo.
It didn't have to be like to me. It was like, okay, he found like a surrogate mother and father. Yeah. And like it didn't have to be that way, but it was cool that they did it that way. Yep. I mean, they did kind of trick me. He was like, "Oh, Hanzo was my master."
Yeah.
So he did remember some things. It was a little weird, but they did get me there. The mother, like I kind of just assumed a piece of the mother was in the monkey. Yes. How else did it come alive?
Exactly. Yeah, the magic. And one of the sisters even says it is like, "This is what's left of my sister's magic." Like when they're fighting on the boat, which was that fight scene on the boat.
It was an awesome scene.
So cool.
Yeah, but the fact that his father was still alive does explain why he doesn't get visited by his father's ghost in the beginning.
Yeah,
like, oh,
I just put you just put that together for me. I didn't even think of that.
I was wrestling with the fact because the little boy or little girl in the cemetery says, "Oh, he's here." So I couldn't tell if it was actually happening. I kind of assumed it was because of the universe they put us in. Like there probably is spirits, but. They didn't show it, so I was kind of second guessing it. But.
Yeah,
it was cool. I liked it. I liked it a lot. I mean, it just got lost in the animation, and
I don't think I'm not too regretful that I didn't see it in theaters. I thought it'd be cool on the big screen, but I think it just does as well as in your living room.
Yeah, I love the movie. I did want to see it. I afterwards I was a little regretful.
Really, you were regretful? You should have seen it. I didn't
see it, especially looking at the numbers. I'm looking at Box Office Mojo, assuming it's accurate. It only profited like 12 million.
I think people are very hesitant to go see animated movies.
It's too bad.
It is too bad because I don't think people really understand They don't understand that the story is not a kid's story. Also, I think people automatically assume cartoon.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of people that automatically assume that's a cartoon movie. That's for kids. That's not for me. But this is not that. It's this amazing form of art that you have to be super talented to be able to pull off. Right. Super patient.
Oh, are you kidding me? This is ridiculous.
I can't even imagine this. It's like, do you ever see that episode of Parks and Rec where Ben tries to do the stop motion and he does it and he slaves over it and it's only like a second.
Number one stop motion number one grossing stop motion film of all time. Go.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
That's third.
Really?
Okay.
Is it Oh, never mind. I was gonna say the Christmas movie.
That's that one.
Is it?
Nightmare Before Christmas?
Nightmare Before Christmas.
No, like the one that they play on the networks every Christmas.
Oh, like the Rudolph and the...
Yeah.
That's not on the top 23.
Oh, okay.
As I'm looking at it.
Is Kubo?
That might have been a made-for-TV thing.
Yeah, I don't think that was in theaters. Is it Kubo?
Kubo is 8.
Kubo's 8. The Box Trolls?
That's 7.
Ooh, James and the Giant Peach.
That is...
Oh, shit!
That's a good one.
Movie.
That's a good one, but it is 11.
Damn,
that's a good movie.
I gotta think now.
I don't think you guys are gonna get this. You might get this, but listen, Leica, the production studios that did this, has done Paranorman, Box Trolls, Coraline. Coraline is second.
Coraline's second. Is it Frankenweenie?
9.
God damn it! No.
That's our movie.
That's our movie, Adam.
Frankenweenie is great. Okay, it came out in the year 2000.
Okay.
All right. It's about animals.
Okay.
No.
Ants.
It's a Pixar.
It's about animals.
It's about animals.
Shit.
It's about farm animals.
It's Fantastic Mr. Fox. That didn't come out in 2000.
That's
12. Is it one of the Wallace and Gromit
It is.
movies?
Chicken Run.
Chicken Run is number one.
Number one at 106 million gross.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love the Wallace and Gromit stuff. I love Wallace and Gromit, and Chicken Run was a great movie.
Yeah. So I'm glad to see Coraline. Leica has done 4 of the top 8 highest grossing stuff.
Coraline, Paranorman,
Box Trolls, and Kubo.
Cool.
I just want to see them keep going.
Yeah,
and actually, they have something coming out in 2018.
What's it called?
They haven't released it yet, but when they asked what direction they're going for, the question is, where are you and Leica going next? The CEO Travis Knight says adulthood. So they're going to leave behind the childhood protagonist.
Okay.
So I'm very curious. What is that going to look like?
You know what would be cool? An action movie done in stop motion.
Kind of like Kubo.
Yeah, but I'm thinking more like I'm thinking more like
guns or something.
Or like yeah.
Because they were saying
stop motion.
What did you say?
What did you say? Bad Boys?
Bad Boys 3 stop motion animation.
Wouldn't that be funny if they did a sequel to a movie that already is live action, but they made it stop?
There'd be a lot of gags in that.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
But I don't know. I want to see them. They were saying in this one is it's so hard. There's not a lot of huge action movies in stop motion because it's so hard to get the little minute arrows flying through the air.
Yeah, that'd be tough.
There's a lot to it. They did a great job, so I'd love to see them keep going with it. But when you think about the other movies like Paranorman, Coraline, Corpse Bride, Frankenweenie, there's not a lot of. I mean, there is maybe a little bit here and there, but it's a lot of kind of dialogue and walking around and stuff.
Yeah. It's a great movie. I'm so glad we did that one.
Yeah, that was a good pick.
I can't recommend it enough. I know it already got a lot of praise online, so you probably have already seen it, or if you haven't, go check it out. It's on Netflix. Easy for you guys to watch. So if that's it, I think we can wrap it up here for Movie Club for this week. Again, actually, I don't know if we said it. Next week's Movie Club is 36 Chambers of Shaolin. You got to look that up. It's on Netflix. It's a kung fu movie. It's a classic, critically acclaimed, or so I've read. And my brother, Steely Phil, he suggested that. So go check that out. If you want to watch it, and then call in and give us a voicemail. Let us know what you thought. 401-285-8120. And until next week, I'll talk to you guys later.
See ya.
See ya.